I'm Ruqaiya Ahmed. I'm 13 years old and currently living in the UAE in Dubai. I've loved my time in international schooling. It's amazing. I find that it's a wonderful place to be for me, and I love the way that constantly the lessons are moving on. It's always very fast paced, and I love that despite that we're on online, that we get to collaborate with our fellow students, and that we are able to strengthen our bonds between the other students as well. Um, Actually, I used to be on another online school, but the hours used to stretch a bit late since it was UK time based. And then my parents came across international schooling. The hours were shortened, and the classes that were given were very interactive, and it seemed so enticing to come to international schooling. I loved it because it's an American syllabus, and it's very interactive, and it's not just we do an exam at the end of the year. It helps us remember what we've learned by giving us revision and segment exams to help us remember what we've learned a few modules back. It just helps us remember so much, and it helps us remember it by showing it to us in very interactive ways and different scenarios for us to learn. And it just seemed very interesting and very appealing to me. I actually find that they're very interactive with the students, willing to explain difficult concepts and giving us a variety of situations so that we understand how to apply those concepts and how to determine which one is not and which one is. And they help a lot. They are willing to explain, as I said, and they are willing to always help any student who's not unsure. They're always very open, that they want to help everyone, and that this class is not just the few students who are answering, it's everyone. And they're very supportive to the students that are there. The fact that the teachers have interacted with us has made me a more confident speaker, because usually I'm not very comfortable, but with a few months of talking and interacting with these teachers who always want to hear what we want to say, what we want to ask, it has helped develop that and has made me better at being more confident at speaking, at asking questions, at speaking in front of people, made me more free-flowing in my conversation as well. I find it very interesting because I travel a lot with my family, and we lived in more than in a few countries. And I find learning about other children, figuring out their cultures is very interesting, and making friends with them is very nice. It helps to broaden the mind when you are with other people who are from different cultures. Your tolerance becomes bigger. You understand who they are, you respect who they are. It helps you gain more knowledge on what other people do, because we all have different cultures from where we come from. And when we hear about that, we find that there's ways of doing things that we never knew about, and it helps it helps in our everyday life to know about these things, to know about these different cultures and these different ways of doing things. Well, actually, it has a lot to do with flexibility. I get to spend a lot more time. I'm more productive in the day since I joined this school. I'm able to do lots of other things as well as my studying, and with the work as well. I have a flexibility of time, so I. Certainly, because that's exactly what this school does. It allows us to study at our own pace and at our own time, and it helps us. It gives a lot of freedom to us for us to choose what time to study and how much time to spend doing something else. If I remember, it's around a 5-hour time during the school, and sometimes more. But I find that doing that, you're more productive then, and you focus more, and you learn so much, but you learn what you want to learn. and then you have the freedom to choose what else to do, and it helps keep you focused and enjoy what you're doing. That balance instead of going continuously doing subject to subject to subject. And especially when you're learning what you love to learn, then it's certainly the best option. To be honest, I think it's better than a regular school, because in a regular school, after a few hours, your brain starts to go off track. And here, these few hours are the peak time for us. We concentrate, we learn, we take it into our head, we understand, and it just stays there with all the revision that is given, and it really helps. And international schooling really shows that this misconception is not true, because, as I said, we learn so much in that short period of time. I think it flows well, because the admin team is always there alerting us to any issues that might be there, like a class got cancelled or anything like that, and it's very nice how they always alert us to that, so we don't end up not knowing. And I feel that the communication with the parents as well helps the students a lot, because then the parents know what might be going a bit wrong with the child's education, and then they can take a hand in that as well, helping to improve and helping the child to improve in their studies. I'd say that it would be well worth their money to enroll their child here. They'll see improvements within a few months at least, I hope. I trust international schooling.